How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Welcome back. This is SBH Rise, and we are here doing a review on the movie Crawl 2019, July 12th. It came out today, and we're going to just do a whole review. Spoiler warnings, everything, like if you did not see this movie, I would like for you to just save this video. So go see the movie. It was such a good movie. It's an hour and 27 minutes. It was so worth it. Gave you the chills. It was intense. It was like
a great horror.
Yeah, thriller. And also like it has you on the edge of your seat. Like from the beginning to the end, there was no doubt that it was like ever kind of dragging. I mean, of a lot. So basically right here, if this is your last warning, I'm going to give you the count of 10. Basically, we're just going to talk about our favorite parts, and we're going to just tell you basically the majority of the whole movie, somewhat, and basically, yeah. So that's your last chance. Spoiler warning. You're gone? All right, let's just get down to it. So basically, right now, this is the movie Crawl, and how it starts, I mean, it's pretty intense. Like, you got to sit So right here, you obviously can tell this is a big storm. I don't know really a lot about storms, but a hurricane is like crazy.
The craziest natural disaster in the world.
Yes. So like when someone tells you like you got to go evacuate, like the mayor of like the governor, mayor of Florida,
state says get out. You gotta get out.
Yeah, get out. We're evacuating everybody. It's a class 5, I believe they say in the movie.
Yes,
so I mean, you got to go.
Category 5 hurricane warning.
And the name of this hurricane is Hurricane Wendy.
Hurricane Wendy. All right, so like this part right here in this movie, obviously this car that's directly to the right, like my right, you can see this guy that's wearing a hat, but the guy at the hood that's facing the car, like kind of walking over towards it, that is the guy that's her older sister's ex-boyfriend, and the older sister lives in Boston, New York, and basically she sends their youngest sister, her name is Haley in the movie, to go find their dad, because the dad, usually is a guy that, after you call him like 3 or 4 times, he returns your call immediately. So she has a bad vibe that something's wrong. He's not picking up. She calls her like 37 times, doesn't answer.
I think it was like 35.
Yeah.
37.
So basically, the daughter's like, all right, I'm 2 hours away. She goes to the University of Florida. She's a swimmer. So when the movie starts, you see her at her practice. She's swimming,
and the irony is she's a Florida Gator, and this is a Gator movie.
Exactly. So this part right here, she like literally like doesn't give 2 shits, excuse my language. She like does a GTA move. She like basically the cops like, you know what, say hi to your sister, but we can't let you pass because yada yada yada. Cars are flipped, roads are blocked, the roads are bad, there's a hurricane on its way, and you know what, we're trying to evacuate, yada yada. So she kind of does like a turn around, but then she just cuts back, takes off. She's like, I know the roads, I need to see what's wrong with dad, yada yada yada. So then she goes on her whole time. She pulls up. Obviously, you see right there, like, the water's already rising some parts of, like, the area. But she's in a Jeep. She's like, who cares? Whatever. So right here, I just want to, like, say, this is the actual house that she, like, shows up at. But before she goes to her actual dad's house, in this movie, her father and her mother, they separate. And the daughter moved off to New York. The other daughter is going, she has a full scholarship for like being a swimmer. And the dad's like depressed. His marriage is blown. The mom, you don't even see her. She's in Paris. That's what they mention. And she's with her sugar daddy. Yeah. So basically, dad's depressed. It's just him and the dog. This daughter that goes actually to go find him. They haven't been speaking in several months because they got in a fight.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a tearjerker, basically. It's kind of sad, A lot of people can relate to that, whole thing. Yeah. So basically, what happens is she finds the dad. She goes in the house. By the way, the dog is named Sugar. That's the name of the dog, and cutest thing ever. Now, this kind of got me to the point where I was thinking to myself, I have family members that live in Florida, Tampa, and they say, like, throughout the whole state, there is no basements because of this fact is, like, floodings and stuff like that. This movie, this father was up to no good, and he made this horror like I'm talking like.
I'm pretty sure he built that basement.
I mean, the
himself.
basement was just, man, it's scary just to even
it
look
was
in
just
there.
Too huge.
So in this situation right here, she's going in, she's stepping in crap and like all types of stuff, and she comes to. There's actually 2 gators that are like probably like 8 feet, 9 feet, maybe even
They can get
7.
pretty-
They're
pretty
huge,
big.
man. These are gators, and there's like actually 2 of them in this scenario, in this directly seen. So basically right now the dad's unconscious. He knows there's gators there because that's the reason why he's unconscious. Like he got attacked by a gator, got knocked out.
And that's the reason why his
On
leg
his
is broken.
right side where he's laying down. His whole shoulder is like
There's, like,
bitten. Like it's like he's
bitten.
probably been losing a lot of blood,
And his left leg is broken.
So yeah, you see the bones and everything. It's crazy.
It's gruesome.
Yep.
What happened?
And that right
Yes.
there
So like
built
right here, this part, in reality, I don't care. Yes, it's a movie, but still, this girl's leg, like in the movie, it shows that it hit a main like artery, like a main
yeah.
vein. She would have lost blood, like hands down. Like, but somehow, some way, she gets it together. She ties, what is it, a rope from her flashlight, and she ties it over the thing.
It's like a drawstring on
Yeah,
her shorts.
drawstring and stuff like that. And so basically, yeah, this is the part. And this alligator is huge. I mean, the quality, the graphics, the CGI of
Could be
the
a 10-foot
alligator,
long gator.
beautiful. Loved it. And scary as shit.
Very, like, I still got chills.
This is the part right here. Right here, so this is the part she sees her wound after getting dragged. She takes that flashlight and she like takes the string off, the drawstring, and she ties it on her leg, and
keep it from
try to
screaming.
keep
She
it from
puts the flashlight right in her
exactly.
mouth and just-
Keep it from freaking bleeding out. So right here, this is sort of like the end of the movie, I want to say.
Somewhere
This
in
is
the
where
middle.
the ocean is literally pouring through the whole city. At this point, they went through hell and back through this movie. Like it's
several
actually
times.
3 characters: the dog, the father, and the daughter. Sugar, oh my goodness! Like I'm a big animal lover. I love my girl Daisy right now. You probably
I love
hear her.
my dog.
She's over here trying to get in here and get in the video. But yeah, no. So like right here, this part is like where the ocean's pouring through. Like if you saw that part. I'm going to rewind it, actually.
That siren is the sound of the dam.
I'm going to rewind it
breaking.
just a little bit. So, that boat right there, that's actually the dog, the daughter, and the father. They finally get some type of luck where they get on a boat, but then guess what?
Dam-
Mother Nature says,
the
fuck no.
dam
Sorry for the
breaks
language.
And
And they push the waves. Obviously, you see where it's going. It pushes them right back into the house.
just before
There's the boat right there. I'm kind of this is where it kind of gets tricky for the producers and everything to CG like get them out of the picture, but they're actually on the boat right now. So right here at this part, the dad, he has a broken leg. He basically drowned in this movie. Like the basement overfloods, and he about to drown. He took his last breath, but the daughter magically brought him back. Boom, boom, boom.
Just by
CPR
slamming on his
and just
chest,
punching the heck out of his chest, knocked out all the water out of his lungs and everything. So right now, this part right here, this is what got me. Like this part right here, he sees Sugar, that's his dog, and he pulls his dog in. He throws her on the stairs, and as he's about to get on, bam! Alligator takes his arm off, like the
takes
whole
his right arm and
thing.
just pulls, and it just comes clean off.
I'm
and it's
thinking to
just-
myself, this guy drowned, busted leg, broken leg. Probably so much trauma. I'm thinking this is all she wrote.
He's probably
He's
got
dead.
PTSD.
Oh Jesus! From an alligator. So right here, back again. Well, this is the same exact officer, the ex-boyfriend for the older sister. he comes and checks on, because at the time he's like, oh, we'll just check on him later after they start moving the traffic along, after she like dipped on him, you know. So they come, and this guy, trooper. So at this part, see the basement, it's flooded. At this time, there's what, 3? Yeah, I think 3 alligators that are like the size of this pool table. Huge. And this guy's like, man, so his partner is outside on a boat. Gets out of the boat, which in my eyes, I'm like, what the, you know, like the water's up to your waist, and he sees like this swing that the cable, like, you know, the chain on a swing is like sideways, and it looks like someone's yanking it, and he, Curious George, you know, yeah,
like,
let's just go see what's going on, and all of a sudden he's walking, the train breaks, it's a freaking alligator. And what happens? Yeah, you're about to see what happens to him.
Shark bait.
So at this part right here, the alligator you're going to see smashes him. You think he's dead instantly. No, this sucker right here, he literally gets mauled to death. I'm talking like, he gets badly beat. The girl's trying to save him. But at this time I'm thinking, how is this girl... Like, here's the guy, the alligators are on him, and the girl's like right here, take my hand. Alligator's not touching him. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck? But still, the guy's like trying to, you know, survive, but he ends up getting mauled. Then they don't get eaten, like they just die, you know, from getting limbs pulled off, and his partner gets decapitated. You know, so at this part, she's like, no fucking way. Like, right there, look at that face. She's like, oh shit. I'm sorry for the language. But, you know, she's right here, and this is where she swims out of the pipes, and she goes and tries to save him. She's like this close to him. Yeah, and sad for him.
In less than an hour, we'll be underwater.
Definitely.
Banging on the pipes. Where's the senses?
Woo, baby.
I can distract them.
This guy has a shovel. I mean, he takes his like belt that has all his tools, and he like makes a brace, and he ties his bone back inside him.
And I mean,
he's banging on pipes, man. He kills an alligator with that shovel he beheads it.
And when
basically
he's putting his leg back together, he has that tool belt, takes a wrench, and pushes the bone right back into the skin just to
see everything. Yeah, it's just so gory, man. This guy's a beast. Don't fuck with the dad with a shovel. Alright, so this part right here. Now, like I said, bringing it back to this. I have family that lives in Florida. There are no basements. This father was probably building an underground bunker. You know, he was doing something crazy, because this is the reason why they don't have basements, because flooding and stuff like that. So this pipe is actually leading out of his basement. I mean, it looks like a horror movie. Like I'm talking wilderness that lives down there. Like there's a part where you see alligators in this general area of his basement been laying several eggs, and I mean, you see even baby alligators just being hatched. I mean, this guy, it's been going on for quite some time. Like I said, I don't know what the heck he was doing, but
I'm surprised.
Close this crap up, cement that crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, put a wall up. Yeah, but don't matter for what. There's just mud and everything. I mean,
I know.
So right here, like this is where the point is. She lost all regards to everything. She's like, you know what? If I'm dying like this, because I've been bitten. I mean, I've been dragged. I've been hurt. I mean, right now, this is where this Haley just was like, I'm going for it. She actually swims out this pipe. So this part right here, this is like the very end. Like this alligator, like she tries to pull herself up. The what is it? The siding? No, the siding of the roof.
Oh, the gutters.
The gutters. There you go. The gutters falls through, and you know the reason why. And a lot of people are like, "Man, there's no way she would outswim an alligator." You got to think about it. Alligators have little legs. The tail is what makes them like go fast, right?
Yep.
But this is an ocean that's pouring through. That's a giant current. And you actually see it at this point where it rips off the siding. She's like swing sideways. She's holding on to the like gutter. The alligators, yeah, they're
Just
strong,
gone.
but what saved her
Was the gutters.
no, not the gutters, but
The
was the
current.
ocean, the current of the you know the water pouring through.
Mm-hmm.
It actually gators can't swim against the currents. They're not that strong. So at this point, gator flies away, just gets dragged off. You know, obviously not hurt, but her father, with his one arm and his dog, pulls her up after she's about to lose all hope right here. Yeah.
You need to go now. I'm not leaving you here.
This part right here, like, in my opinion, she should have lost her arm. I don't care if you have a gun. I don't care if you have anything. That pressure of that bite, I mean,
That arm should
there was a
be
9mm, 12 shots in a 9, you know?
At least.
She shoots the whole clip into this alligator, kills it. And this is what I'm talking about, the scenery of this. This is the father's basement. I mean, baby eggs. Okay, so, like, remember I told you about the partner. Like, one, the ex-boyfriend gets dragged to the basement. This is his partner. This is the alligator that was on the chain at, like, the swing set. And he was being nosy body, you know? And he's actually getting mauled by, like, 7, 8 alligators. Like, look at, they're playing catch with his ass, you know? And, oh, right there. The one and only, the cutest thing ever. This is Sugar. And yes, at this point, this was the part where I told you the dad loses his arm. Sugar's coming. He picks her up, throws her on the thing. He sees his daughter. He tries to reach, and kaboom! Grabs his whole arm, breaks it in half. Oh my God, just eats it.
That scared me the most.
So this part right here, these guys are actually doing what pretty much like a lot of people probably during, like, you know, a national disaster, you know, maybe, you know, people that leave, and some people obviously use this time to like vandalize and rob people because it's this girl and her boyfriend and the boyfriend's son. This is the boyfriend's son. No, the boyfriend's brother. Yeah.
Little brother.
And basically,
They're stealing an ATM.
you see them carrying an ATM, put on this little like boat, like the littlest boat ever, like
the janky boat.
like the freaking door that Rose sat her ass on the Titanic was way bigger than this fucking boat. Like, by the way, Jack had all the, like, he could have fit on the door. Rose, move that over, you know. But anyways, this freaking ATM, they like carry this shit out. The guy's stealing, you know, cigarettes and condoms and candy and everything you could imagine in a gas station. He's just taking everything, and this gas station is right across the street from the house, and they're in the basement, and they're like wiggling this light. They're like, help, you know. And somehow, some way, the boyfriend's like walking in the middle of the water. He's just standing there looking like, what? I think there's people there. But as he's doing that, his girlfriend is getting mauled. I'm talking like, what is it? Jaw status. Like, you remember the ship in the end of Jaws? Like, straight, like, the captain getting bitten by the leg, dragged, and yada, 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 yeah. The boat, the alligator's on the boat, and she's screaming and yelling. The boyfriend's literally like 5 feet away, and he's just like, why? This is happening behind him. He turns around, sees his girl getting eaten. He tries to dip, but he's in water, so now he's slow. Other alligators slam him up against the wall, start beating him senseless. The brother right here at this point was like seeing his brother getting eaten, and somehow, some way, that mirror, I don't know if you can see this arrow, but this mirror, he turns around and looks in it, and then an alligator's like over here in the other aisle, and kind of swims really quick and eats him, you know, like just starts mauling him to
like
death.
3 of them in there now.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. So much. Yeah, so this is the alligator that I was telling you about. This is why you see her that one time when she's grabbing onto the gutter. This alligator, like, breaks through the window, water pours in, she swims out, tries to grab on the roof, and then the current takes the alligator, and that's about it. And they get on the roof, and they get saved.
Because she had a flare.
Now, everyone's wondering about this part. I was wondering about this part. So I'm thinking, man, This is a bathroom. There's no windows. Obviously, the windows that's so small and it's probably submerged underwater. But when I saw this trailer, we did this reaction on this trailer before. I was thinking to myself, how the heck does she get out of here? Now they do like some straight like slow motion where she opens the door like a badass. She steps on the little piece like where you would put your bar soap. She steps on that. Then she steps on like the handle where you can turn it hot or cold and turn the water on.
And then she on the shower head.
She grabs the shower head and she literally like does like a cool like sideways flip over before the alligator like
and then closes them in.
And closes them in there, and the alligator's like stuck in there. And he's like, I'm fucking just staying here. Yeah. And that is like basically it. The dad, in my opinion, he should have died.
Yeah.
Like Barry Pepper, that's his name, the actor, really good actor. He was in a lot of good movies.
Like Saving
Private Ryan. He was a sniper. He died in the freaking sniper tower, just kaboom with the tank, blows up. He was in a Knockaround Fellas with Vin Diesel and a couple other people playing as like a mob son, basically. He's such a good actor. This was the father. In my opinion, he should have died. Too much trauma, blood loss. I mean, he's missing an arm. I mean, his leg is screwed. And trauma to the head. I mean, his body's feeling so much pain. But somehow, some way, they get onto the roof. They're laying there. Sugar? Just sitting there chilling. They see a helicopter.
And
she has her last...
now barking.
Yep. She's... pulls the flare. She stands up and she's like, "Woo!" Movie ends, and the best part of it. I mean, I'm gonna just try to see if you guys can hear it. I had to. It was kind of funny. It was cute. I loved it.
My reaction to this was
the
like,
song.
Oh my god!
This was the song.
Just at the end of this movie, I just literally put my head in my palm.
Man, see you later, alligator. I mean, it was corny. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, leave a positive comment, and hopefully you didn't see the movie yet. I'm sorry if I spoiled it. See you next time. See ya.